Okay, so President Mahama is the focus right now. John Dramani Mahama is an interesting Ghanaian politician. He is the only person in the history of the whole Ghana's history, political history, who has been vice president and been president as well. There's no other person has been vice president and been president as well. Well, Professor Mills did that, but he didn't do it consecutively. Professor Mills was vice president, and then after a while he became president. President Mahama transitioned straight from vice president into president. In fact, his first his first incarnation as president was a dramatic overnight situation where under the constitution the president passed and therefore he had to be put in. Okay. Now he has had opportunity to choose running mates twice, and in both cases he lost the election. In one case he won the election in 2012, and in the second case he lost the election. So he has had to choose vice president twice. The first one he won the election. The second one he lost the election. Both running mates were fancies. Now President Mahama has indicated many times that he's still thinking about Jenana Opoku-Agyeman for the running mate slot if he wins the NDC nomination for 2024. How did he indicate it? For instance, in attending the NDC's National Delegates Congress that elected Johnson Asiedu-Nkatia as chairman, President Mahama walked in with Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman. So people are saying that he's going to run with Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman. Close associates of Jenana Opoku-Agyeman like Sami Okudzeto Ablakwa will tell you that it's a sealed ticket. It's John Mahama and Jenana Opoku-Agyeman. Nothing is going to change it, okay? Now, new learning is coming in. The people are telling President Mahama that, look, you can't do that. You can't do that at all. Consider the interest of the party and go back to 2008. In 2008, Professor Mills told us that he was going to go with Mumuni for 2008 because we said that he and Mumuni actually won the 2004 election. And Professor Mills was fixated on that. But when new learning came, Professor Mills changed his mind. Let's look at this slide. So this slide here has Professor Mills here, John Mahama in the middle, and Mohamed Mumuni on the extreme right. Now, this was the tussle in 2004 when President Mahama was in his way out to be boss of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Union, something like that. He was a member of parliament, ranking member on Foreign Affairs Committee. But Professor Mills was running for the election, and he said, guys, I'm going with Mohamed Mumuni. And they said, no, you can't. You can't go with Mohamed Mumuni. This is a crucial election. The MPP now have elected Nana Akufo-Addo. They want to win a third term. They have more seats than us in parliament. We need to claw back our parliamentary deficit and then be able to win. We need to create excitement about our ticket. Mr. Professor Mills, you cannot go with Mohamed Mumuni because that ticket in 2004, even though the votes from 2000 to 2004 actually did increase. And Professor Mills made that point that in 2000, I ran with Martin Amidu. In 2004, I ran with Mohamed, and the votes significantly increased. In fact, the NDC believed that the MPP did not win a first-round victory in 2004 elections. They believed that they were bullied out of the election victory. They were bullied out of the election, and MPP claimed victory. So Professor Mills is saying that, look at the significant improvement we achieved between 2000 and 2004 with the ticket of myself and Mumuni. John Mahama is saying that look at the significant deficits that we were able to claw back between 2016 and 2000 with Jenana Opoku-Agyeman. So why do you want me to change her? Professor Mills asked that same question. Look at the significant improvement we made between 2000 and 2004. Why do you want me to change Mumuni? But the people said, no, Prof, you can't do that. This is an election we need to win. Now look at John Mahama. All the youth like him. There's some oomph about him. At that time, President Mahama was yet thought to be one of the most clear thinkers in terms of political communication. It was said that he was a different kind of NDC person. He was not the NDC buga as they used to say. He was a gentleman NDC person. Professor Mills was told that if you want to grab the middle level, those who are non-committed voters, the young people, you definitely have to have a ticket that speaks to them. So go for John Mahama. John Mahama is being told today that, hey, chief, you have to have another ticket. There has to be some oomph about the ticket. Jenana is a great person, but no. It is like Mohamed Mumuni. Change him. Get your John Mahama. So they are telling John Mahama, get your John Mahama. Don't go for Jenana Opoku-Agyeman. Get your own John Mahama of 2008. Will President Mahama listen or not? What are the options being thrown at him? Let's look at the options. So this is the main option. Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman and John Dramani Mahama is the main NDC ticket, all things being equal, but there's new learning, and the new learning is now going to show us the other pairings. Okay, let's move on. So we're dealing with Volta region. Okay, so people are telling John Mahama that, look at Volta region and look at the NDC. Look at how much Voltarians have struggled for the NDC. Recently, Fifi Kwete said, if you're a Voltarian, you carry NDC like a religion. The General Secretary said that. Now, people are telling him that, look, 3 significant people have passed. That may undermine our votes in the Volta region because we don't have any real developmental issues to show. So the NDC's campaign in Volta region is emotional, and that works. In politics, emotional campaign really works. So the campaign to Voltarians is emotional. It's not developmental. They are not pointing to the Voltarians and said, during John Mahama's government we did this, or during Mills's government we did. They actually don't have much to say. And the NDC, the MPP, when they go to campaign in Volta, they always ask the Voltarians, what did they do for you? Why are you always voting? So that's why when the Hohoe results came the last time, we were not surprised, because Amewu did not do an emotional campaign. He did a developmental campaign. He showed them really what is there. He showed them. Developmental campaign. And so the NDC's campaign with Volta is emotional. Therefore, they are telling President Mahama that 3 people have passed. Flight Lieutenant Rawlings, Captain Kojo Chikata, and Flight Lieutenant Rawlings' late mother. With these 3 people out, it's complicated about how we relate to Volta region. So President Mahama, forget about Jenana Opokwajiman. Let's take a ticket that gives us the revolution we need in the millions of votes from the Volta region to be able to deliver it. If also we choose a Voltarian, other smaller tribes in the NDC feel that they will get to their turn as well. Because as we said before, since 1992, every election in the NDC has had a Fanti on the ticket. 1992, Konken Senaka, 1996, JEA Mills, 2000, JEA Mills, 2004, JEA Mills, 2008, JEA Mills, 2012, Pakwesi Misata, 2016, 2016, Pakwesi Misata, 2020, Jenana Opokwajiman. So since 1992, the National Democratic Congress has had a Fanti on all the presidential tickets. So they are telling President Mahama, can you balance it out somehow? Volta region. Who? Alexander Segbefia is the name they are putting to President Mahama. That look at Alex Segbefia. Take him as your running mate. Let the Voltarians see that they have something. They have a running mate on the ticket. And so they will come and vote because we have an emotional connection with them. We have to maintain that emotional connection. We don't have to allow our people to say this and that. If, however, President Mahama doesn't want Alex Segbefia, what should he do? He should go for Honorable Adom-Otchere, the former Speaker of Parliament, a consummate NDC founder, and a real distinguished prosecutor. Adom-Otchere is the name that they are recommending for President Mahama. That's very, very interesting, isn't it? Yes, it is very interesting. Others are also saying that President Mahama, what you need to do to win this election is to grab a running mate from the belly of the elephant. Why do you do that? You go to Ashanti region. That's the belly of the elephant. The citadel of MPP politics is the Ashanti region. Go there and grab a running mate. Let's make sure that we take that 30%, that all-important 30% that we need from Ashanti to clinch our victory in 2024, because we are about to win this election. Let's not make mistakes. So they are telling him that, so give me Ashanti. Do I have it? Yes. So that's Ashanti region map. They're asking John Dramani Mahama to go to Ashanti and look. I know everyone is waiting for the Baumia pairings. Please wait for it. It's coming, isn't it? It's really coming. There are Alancha Martin pairings and there are Kennedy Japan pairings. It's all coming. So we are on John Mahama right now. So this Ashanti region, they are telling him that, look, you need to go to Ashanti region. Any other thought about going anywhere, it's a wrong decision, because this is about numbers. And Ashanti should be able to give us, if we get 30% and bring the MPP down to 17 Ashanti, we are most likely winning this election. So let's go to Ashanti. Who? Kojo Bonsu. But does President Mahama want Kojo Bonsu? I don't know, but many people think no. But why no? I don't know. Is it a good choice? It may be. Kojo Bonsu is Ashanti. He's Ashanti Royal. He was mayor of Kumasi. He's a football enthusiast. He's thought to be a great personality. He's an entertainment person. He knows how to galvanize young people. Kojo Bonsu is the epitome of brand building. Kojo Bonsu, if those of you know him, he's the epitome of brand building. If the 2024 elections is going to have a place for branding, then that's the man you're looking for. The same way President Mahama was branded in 2008, it was a lot of good branding done for President Mahama in 2008 as running mate to Professor Mills. That helped the NDC to win. Now, if the NDC considers that 2024 is going to be about branding and you want to take a candidate from Ashanti, you can't go beyond Mr. Bonsu. But will President Mahama consider that? I don't know. But these are the conversations going on around him right now. That I can assure you. We know that. Those are the conversations going on around him right now. Okay. Then this is Dr. Dufour, Kwabena Dufour, who President Mahama has obviously ruled out, because last week he said that if you are going to be 80 years, go and look after your grandchildren. Many people believe that he was referring to Dr. Dufo. But Dr. Dufo is yet presenting what may be a formidable challenge to President Mahama's entitlement to the NDC ticket. Many analysts don't believe that President Mahama is going to lose the election, but they believe that as time goes on, Dr. Dufo is really building up. Now, would they like to do a Reagan-Bush if they go to the contest and he becomes first and he becomes second? Will President Mahama agree that on the base of Ashanti do this when the man is 78 and is going to be 80 by the time? Okay, I don't know. Well, all right, let's go then now to the central region, which is where President Mahama has been selecting from all the time. So what's the central region politics? Any party that wins the election in central region wins the election anyway. So President Akufo-Addo won central region the last time. He won the election. Last election, a few changes occurred where President Akufo-Addo did not win Greater Accra, but won the election. But central region is still a battleground, isn't it? It's still the battleground that determines who is going to pick it up. Because you pick Ashanti, you pick Volta, you pick Northern, you pick Bron, you pick Eastern. The one who picks central, in addition to all that you all the time pick, is most likely to win. So there are people who are telling President Mahama that stay with central region. But now this we hear is coming from Adom-Otchere. This particular advice. He's telling President Mahama that stay with central region. By all means, stay with central region. But not Jena no Poko Ajiman. So who would it be if you have to stay in central region, but it shouldn't be Jena no Poko Ajiman? This coming from Adom-Otchere as we hear. Now pay attention to the screen. This is the ticket they are talking about. John Mahama and Kaisel Atuforsen, the current minority leader. So Adom-Otchere is presenting Kaisel Atuforsen as a minority leader to prepare him to become running mate to President John Mahama. He's already said that the election is going to be about the economy. So you have to put the economy people in the forefront. So this is the ticket that is also being discussed. Kaisel Atuforsen come to be minority leader, prepared to become John Dramani Mahama's running mate. That's very interesting. Adom-Otchere does not want Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. We know that for sure. Anybody can deny it. They know they can't deny it. It's true. Adom-Otchere does not want Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. His secret reaction to Jane Nana's announcement, we know it. We know what his reaction was on that Sunday morning. We know what his reaction was to Jane Nana's announcement. We know it. So we know that Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman is not favored by Johnson Adom-Otchere. Now we are hearing that this is Adom-Otchere's preferred ticket. John Dramani Mahama stay in central region, keep Kaisel Atuforsen on the ticket as the running mate, economic advisory, chairman of economic management team. So they're always trying to look for a Bawumia effect. The Bawumia effect of 2013, 2014, 2015, leading into 2016 and catapulting the NDC to a significant victory. That Bawumia effect is what Adom-Otchere is looking for in Kaisel Atuforsen. Will Kaisel Atuforsen have a court case to be able to articulate himself the way Dr. Bawumia did? Will Kaisel Atuforsen present the town hall meetings and be able to articulate the economic problem the way Dr. Bawumia did? I don't know. But this is what they are looking for. Does it make sense? I think it does. Let's keep on watching that space and see what comes out of it. Okay, now that's the tickets for Central Region. There is also another ticket, and it is the public policy ticket. So people are telling John Mahama that forget about tribe, okay? Forget about tribe. Ghana is bigger than tribe. Ghana is today ruled by millions of young people on social media. They are going to determine the election. Whoever wins the election on social media is going to win the election in the ballot, because Ghana is ruled by an army of social media. Young, old, middle-aged social media is controlling. Facebook is controlling. How many followers you have on Facebook as a politician is determining your traction. The traction that you are getting in the society is determined by your Facebook following. So, if John Mahama is going to make a public policy choice, it's being urged upon him that for a public policy choice, go for this man. This one. Ekufu Dampare, the Inspector General of Police. John Dramani Mahama should invite Ekufu Dampare to become his running mate. That's what he's being told. That look, if you get Dampare as your running mate, you finish the NDC people. You have discipline on your ticket. You have somebody who has social media traction. You have somebody that people like. Some people may not like, but a lot of people like what he's doing. He's a police officer of distinction. There are no issues about him. Pick him as your running mate. Hooray! We win. Public policy choice. Don't worry how I got to know these things. I keep telling them, when you're having meetings, I'm the cockroach in the room. I'm there. Don't be surprised that, hey, how did he know? How did I know? I'm there. I'm the cockroach in the room. I'm there. I'm the mosquito under the table, the one that bit you, and then it is me. So I heard everything that you were saying. So that's how I know all these things. And every time you talk, I will put it on the touch screen. So when you do it, they will know that Paul said it. Okay, don't worry about it. So, all right. So this is it. Public policy choice. Dr. Ekufu Dampare, John Dramani Mahama. That's also being urged on John Mahama. That look, get this ticket, let's get a public policy, run with it and deal with it. Alrighty, let's move on. This is the other public policy choice. COP Kofi Boakye. I like to call him that. He knows why I call him that. COP Kofi Boakye is also being talked about to become the running mate of John Mahama. Now, those who are pushing the Kofi Boakye agenda, I call him Kofi Boakye. It's Kofi Boakye, but I call him Kofi Boakye for a reason. We have our own issues, our own nice conversations we have. So he knows why I call him Kofi Boakye. There's another person who knows, but I won't say it. So COP Kofi Boakye and John Dramani Mahama as a ticket. Now, those who are pushing these tickets are telling President Mahama that, look, this guy is also Ashanti. He was Ashanti Regional Commander, a very successful one. You can get inside there. And you want a ticket that tells Ghanaians that, look, we are coming for one term and we are going to deal with it. Discipline will be discipline. Corruption will be hit against. This will be that. The policeman is in charge. All of that. Okay? So they are saying, take Kofi Boakye and revolutionize your ticket. The day you introduce him, all cameras will be on him. All cameras will be on your tickets. All cameras will be on his campaign. Everybody will be following Kofi Boakye and watching how he's doing it because they're not expecting it. So John Dramani Mahama is being told that for your public policy, take ACP, COP Kofi Boakye or Ekufu Dampare. You want Ato Forsen, you can take him for Central Region, Sedun Ketea's choice. And then you have here Dr. Dufour, one candidate for Ashanti. There's a Sapon as well that I didn't mention. Sapon is also being considered. Sapon is also being considered for the John Mahama ticket. Kojo Bonsu, you want him, you can take him. You might not want him. Okay, now if you want to do a Volta region, Doa Jao, Alexander Segbevia is also there. But you want to go all the way and keep Jenano Pokwajiman. Many of the people around John Mahama are saying, keep Jenano Pokwajiman. Many of the people outside John Mahama's inner circle say, oh boy, you got to change. You got to change so we win. You got to change.